Hello, I'm Joshua Robinson. Today I'll do my presentation on TED Talks, and I'll start my first one on taking control of your life. The first thing I noticed that was powerful about this presentation was he started off with a question. The question brought about everybody in the crowd. It was very broad. It was something simple. Do you want to take control of your life? Or something everybody wants to take control of their life, but it was something that everybody can answer. He used pathos, meaning of feeling, logos, meaning of logic, as reasons and background reasons of why you should take control of your life. All of these were followed by a call to action, which asked the crowd to follow behind. And during this presentation, he always kept eye contact with the crowd. He always made himself known that he was there for them. He made a feeling of, I said he used pathos, and he left a feeling that he was there to help. That is often needed in presentations, so the crowd feels like you're there to help them. Offer something that no one else is offering. Extra service or something extraordinary about it. He also drew a lot of pictures. It was a girl, excuse me. I keep saying she. Excuse me. She also drew a lot of pictures on the board. Like she was showing 3 steps to achieving those goals, which is basically talk about it, see it, and then put it into action. 3 steps on causing your goal. You know, you have to set those out. She drew cartoon bubbles and circles and had the crowd involved a lot, but at the same time, it was very effective because when everybody joined in, they were learning more. Everybody was physically learning more. That's what I found most effective about the first presentation. On to the next. I'm back, and my second TED Talks I did today was how samples transform music. Samples have often always been used to use that, but it's how they're being used over time. One sample can be used over millions of times in different ways, different genres, completely different sounds. They open off with the presentation by grasping the crowd. He made a beat live, and the beat was actually the infomercial. Excuse me. The infomercial told everything he was trying to tell. The presentation which was very different. Captivated the crowd. He wasn't out there boring talking. It was something different. Kept eye contact at all the time and made a lot of jokes. He made music like a parody, made the crowd feel like at ease, like the rest of the presentation. Everybody took it, had a fun time doing it. Everybody wants to be a part of something, like I said. He explains the sampling in different genres and different and he showed it through examples, Miley Cyrus and Slick Rick and all different samples and different individuals are showing the same music over and over. He showed you physically through pictures and videos, so you could understand the material more than just talking about it. That made the presentation way more interesting and made you more involved in the presentation. He also ended it with another video, which was a big deal. So it kept captivating you and like, oh, let's do it vibe. He actually gave another video version. Some time to it, kept you captivated, made you feel like he loves what he does, and maybe I should love what he does too. I loved it. And on to the next one. The last TED Talks I did today was on the art of misdirection. See, often in presentations, nobody understands that people don't pay attention to you, they pay attention to what you're doing. So often, you're talking to someone, you drop them off with your hands, they often are not paying attention to you anymore. It's now paying attention to your hands. Okay. Well, anyway, things that he used different in this presentation I like. Okay, he started off with a question. It was a joke, like everybody does usually, but he went deep into it because he physically showed, not just through videos, he actually walked around the crowd. He went into the crowd and started picking pockets, is what he called it. So he said shopping. It was funny, you know, so he used a parody, but at the same time, he made the crowd sound. He showed you physically how you pay attention to what somebody's saying, but not what they're doing sometimes. So I can talk fast, like I do. Fast talk, you can talk you out your pockets, long story short. So I like that parody. I love how he showed that in the presentation. That is very important. Misdirection is very important. I can tell you something, even though I don't have complete information behind it, I may be able to misdirect you to believe so because I can more focus your mind on the things I do know and not what I don't know. He also focused more on internal senses instead of external senses. People always focus on what they see, but you can play with the mind as well. He used live examples. He used a chip switch hand trick, like he put on the shoulder. And the guy couldn't figure out all in all. He was just switching the hand over, but he was talking while he was doing this, so the guy was paying attention to the talking. I pitch this and everything. I'm an analyst. I'm sorry. You just have to be an analyst. The art of misdirection can often lead you into presentations and often help you when presenting to a large crowd and you want to lead them on to something you want them to do, your call of action or whatever. While talking, he controlled everyone's attention because he kept them captivated. He kept them like, oh, astonished. You have to keep your crowd's attention for them to be interested in your presentation. That's something I learned throughout these TED Talks. Last presentation. 10 qualities I will get out of my presenting skills that I learned from this presentation project will be, first, we'll start off with questions. If you start off with a question, you immediately captivate the crowd, bring them into your presentation. I think you should always start off with a question. Therefore, you let everyone know what you're there for. Second is using pathos. Using emotion often brings the crowd in, making people feel where you come from, often detours them from their feeling of they don't want to be there anyway. Using logos is using logic, which is showing them why, the background of why and the factual reasons why they should help for the situation or whatever you're presenting about. Why, the why. Using ethos, using their the truth to tell the facts, the facts to tell them why they should help you in whatever you're trying to do or whatever you're trying to present or what you're trying to tell, whatever you're trying to tell, the reason why, the truth, the fact. Next, followed by a call to action. When you get captivate the crowd, you call to action, show them what you're there for, and with a big bang of, I need you to help me do this. After that, always make eye contact. Eye-to-eye contact is very important. People want to see you. People want to understand that you're telling them the truth face-to-face and you're not coming at them sideways. Firm voice, always be solid in your voice. Make sure your voice carries in the crowd. Make sure everyone can understand you. You're speaking loquaciously, clearly, and vividly for everyone to depict what you're getting out of the message. Jokes, it's often well to use jokes because jokes bring everybody down a notch. There's a tension in the air. They don't want to hear what you're hearing. With jokes, often bring people's all embarrassed down. Like, okay, let me hear what he has to say. It makes me feel more into the presentation. Jokes are always a good thing. The next thing will be live examples. Live examples make people feel like they're a part of the presentation. If you bring somebody out of the crowd into the on the stage, they feel like they're as important as you when you're up front talking. So often live examples, bringing things in, showing people things, bring presentations to life, give them more vivid colors, brightness, and life. Pictures always help. People love to see. You remember first by seeing, then doing. That's just known. The 3 examples I was taught today was you talk about it, you do it. You talk about it, you plan it, and you do it, basically. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to plan it. You have to see. You want to see what you're doing. Pictures are always helpful. Graphs, pictures, inserts, anything you can do to help, going to help. Crowd interaction is very important as well. I think that'll be one of my last qualities I'll end up with. Bringing the crowd into a presentation always makes them feel better to be at the presentation. Nobody wants to sit in a chair and listen to you all day. They want to feel like they have something to do with it. They want to ask questions. They want you to answer the questions. They want you to be able to talk to them at personal one-on-one, even though it's a crowd of 100 people, 200 people. They still want a personal base-to-base feel. So these are the top qualities I got on my presentations that I will take on my next presentation skills and imply in this class of creative presentation. I'm Joshua Robinson, and I'm signing out.